just wanted to give you one last look at our ornamental grass garden while we still have it assembled in one place. We'll be moving these grasses out to other places in the studio grounds to make way for a new theme garden for next year. But the first grass that I wanted to show you, which is actually planted as an annual, we won't move this anywhere, we'll just cut it down and get rid of it, is the purple fountain grass. It has this beautiful purple color and the great purple seed heads that work great in arrangements or just to enjoy outside. Well, this grass actually is planted every year new as an annual, but you get a lot of growth out of it. Believe it or not, we planted these in small 1-gallon size containers, and look how big they've gotten. There's 3 plants here, and they've filled in this whole area. So it's really worth it to replant these every spring and get this nice purple color in the fall. Well, the next grass that is just absolutely outstanding is the Ravenna grass, or as some people call it, the false Pampas grass. This is our best substitute for those tall seed heads that come on the Pampas grass because this is winter hardy here. And you can just see it's a huge plant and it has absolutely gorgeous seed heads. And look, when you move it, what nice movement that has in it. Another really impressive grass is our porcupine grass here. And this is actually very closely related to the zebra grass. And the great thing about this are these wonderful bands on the leaves that you can see here. And also it has some great seed heads that are just now starting to come out. Well, the difference between the porcupine grass and the zebra grass is that this porcupine grass has a little bit more of an upright growth habit, so it won't flop out all over the place quite as much. It's a little better behaved than the zebra grass. Well, another wonderful grass here is the switchgrass, and basically it just has wonderful seed heads. These are nice and airy. These make great additions to floral arrangements, using them like you might baby's breath or something like that. These are really pretty. Well, another grass that hasn't quite put on its show yet is our bushy broom sedge. This actually will be one of the greatest show grasses for the fall because the seed heads will go ahead and open up, and it will have some nice orange and red colors in it. So you want to watch that after the frost to see what happens. Well, like I said, we're going to move these grasses to other locations in our studio grounds, but we're not going to do that this fall. We'll wait and do that this spring towards the end of February or early March, and we'll cut those off and then we'll dig them and move them. And that goes the same for you. If you have ornamental grasses in your yard, as soon as the frost comes and they die, don't cut those off this fall. Enjoy the beautiful seed heads and the sound and the movement that they add to your garden, and wait and cut those back in February or early March. Well, I've got one more grass that I want to show you whose size we underestimated, and it's right over here. Well, this big monster here is our weeping love grass, and last year we had this in the front of our ornamental grass garden, and we kept mowing over the edges as it got out into the Bermuda lawn, and so we thought we'll move it to a space where it's got a little bit more room, and we thought here behind our wattle fence would be a good place for it. But as you can see, it's actually expanded, it's filled up this room, and it looks a little bit unsightly. And we decided that actually the weeping love grass would do better in a more informal dune type setting. And so we're going to move it out of this area and give it a lot of space. And that's the basic thing to remember when using ornamental grasses. Be sure to give them a lot of room to spread out and really show off.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.